rivalry between Kai and Phil, I don't think there's ever been two athletes that were this close in comparison. I mean, literally, last year, in my opinion, it could have gone, either athlete would have been the proper Mr. Olympia. As far as the way that Phil and Kai went at it, what it did for the sport, I think it's kind of a good thing. So anytime you have two guys who are at the top of their game competing for the number one prize in bodybuilding, just like any other sport, you take even NASCAR, you're going to have those clashes. There's been rivalries through the years going back to Arnold. I mean, Arnold did it differently. You watch Pumping Iron, like he has that little thing about Lou Ferrigno where he says, Lou comes to me for advice and I just give him the wrong advices, but he trusts me. These guys, let's face it, we are all sort of brothers in iron, if you will, but when you're spending your life competing for the ultimate crown, there's a lot on the line. There's a lot on the line as far as the respect that you get for holding that title. There's money as well on the line. So anytime that sort of battle in sport, goes on, watch a football game. Sure, there's sportsmanship, but there's also a very heated competition. And I think that, you can say, well, it's poor sportsmanship to sort of show that, but I also think that the fans want to see that sort of heated battle, and it brings kind of some excitement, I think, to the sport that was kind of missing. That rivalry really helps each of them take it even a step further. Even though you may in the moment hate that individual who's trying to take your title away from you or trying to keep you from gaining that title, you can't help but respect that person for being there, right there with you, being that close to challenge you. And I'm all for them, demonstrating that on stage. Kai and Phil do respect one another because, let's face it, they understand what each other is going through. And like I said, we're all sort of bound by this brotherhood of iron. It's a small niche that we all live. There's only so many of us who really understand what each other goes through and how important weightlifting is to us, the sport of bodybuilding is to us. So I really think that when each of them sort of retires or what have you, I think that in the end they'll turn out to be friends because we're always bound by that, that common goal and that common, like I said, it's really a brotherhood.